Op deze zonnige morgen staan we hier midden in het centrum van Leuven en je houdt het niet voor mogelijk, maar hier staat een van de meest historische gebouwen die ook iets te maken hebben met de geschiedenis van Ierland. Bij ons beter bekend als het Iers College, ondertussen is het van naam veranderd. Maar we gaan het gesprek volledig laten doen door mevrouw Nash, die de director is van het instituut. Miss Nash, how long does the institute already exist?
The Institute is here since 1983, and perhaps I could explain the connection between the Irish College and the Institute. The building is the Irish College, and this building was founded here in 1607 by the Franciscans, the friars, who came from Ireland. And the Institute has been here since 1983, and that's the entity that inhabits the building. So this is our function. We're a not-for-profit organisation, and we bring groups from Ireland and from other countries here so that they can base themselves here and learn more about Belgium and more about Europe. But to explain a little bit about the Franciscans and why they came here, in total there are 34 Irish colleges in Europe. They don't all exist now, they're a smaller number now, but the main ones are here in Leuven, there's one in Paris, in Rome and Salamanca, and there's some others that are smaller ones around Europe. And their function really was to have them as centres of learning for Irish people in Europe. That was certainly the mission of the Franciscans who came here to Leuven. And the Franciscans were very clever. They wanted to enhance their learning experience, so in all cities they established their college close to an existing university. So already the Catholic University of Leuven was here. They built their college here very close to the university and established links with the important people in the town, the political people, financial, and the academics. And to this day we have a very good relationship with the university here in Leuven, and it was in the 80s that this institute was formed, because at the time the Franciscans who were living here, there were fewer and fewer of them, and a decision had to be made. The building was falling down and it needed to be repaired. There was no money to repair it, and how do we do this? The Irish government was asked, both the Republic of Ireland and the Northern Irish government, would they like to invest in this project, which they have done so. So this very much is a building that is for the whole of Ireland, Republic of Ireland and the North of Ireland.
This is something that really strikes me. I read that at a certain moment this was the only place in Europe where people from Northern Ireland and the Republic came together to discuss what could be done to solve certain problems. Certainly it's very nice that it happened in Belgium, and certainly more that it happened here in Leuven. It's also nice for the people from Ireland that there's a nice place to come together and discuss future.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's certainly correct. I'm sure, I mean, the history of Ireland, and particularly Northern Ireland, is known. There have been some troubled times, and there was a period of time when at very difficult negotiating times, certain people would not meet with each other, and they certainly would not meet in Northern Ireland, because it was always felt that it was the territory of one person and not of the other. So this place here was seen as a neutral ground, and it was where people came to discuss, and in fact some people were actually released from prison to come here to take part in these discussions. Obviously it wasn't public at the time, but they did come to agreements here that they may not have come to in somewhere else, particularly in Ireland. So we're very proud that this building has that significance, and that it was involved in these very important discussions at the time.
At this moment, what kind of field studies is going now to happen here? Are people just studying the history about Ireland, or what can be done for Ireland in Europe with the European Commission? How do we see this?
Our function at the moment is still maintaining what the Franciscans started, which is to have it as a centre of learning. very much focusing on Europe and the EU. So we don't have any regular courses here where people sign up to do a course. We bring groups here and we create a program for them. So our selling point really is it is a tailor-made program. So it can be a group of students, perhaps master's students who are studying economics or politics, who would stay here for probably 4 or 5 days, and in advance we agree a program with them, with their group leader. So typically a program would include visits to the European Parliament, meeting with members of Parliament, maybe the European Commission, meeting with specific people on specific topics. It could be energy, it could be finance, it can be whatever the group wishes to have. And our aim is always to bring Europe closer to the people of Ireland and Ireland closer to Europe, because I think for many people, and including Belgian people, people talk about Brussels, and that happens in Brussels and decisions are made in Brussels, but they don't really know how are these decisions made. And also if I as a citizen or my organisation or my university or whatever, can we have an input into these decisions, and how do we get involved? So it's really about bringing the two sides closer to each other. We also have groups that come here for cultural reasons, historical reasons. Because of the significance of our building, many people will come to find out more about the history of the building. So we have groups of people and we create a programme for them that centres around the Irish history, but also about Belgian history, and particularly you have Flanders and the World War. So we incorporate that into group visits.
Zoals je getwijfeld net gehoord hebt, dus de Ieren komen naar hier om enerzijds samen te spreken over hun toekomst, Noord-Ierland, de Republiek. Ze discussiëren hier ook over Brussel en Europa, een item dat ook bij de Belgische bevolking heel gevoelig ligt. Maar zij komen er hier in deze schitterende locatie uit. Wij gaan nu naar binnen, een beetje de geschiedenis van het gebouw verder onderzoeken. And anyway, thank you very much, Miss Nash, for your time.
You're very welcome.